Hi everyone, this is teacher Justina and welcome back to my channel. And then if you are new, then do not forget to subscribe, like, and share and hit the notification bell for more video updates. And also do not forget to leave your comments below and you can suggest a topic to be discussed. Our topic for this video is all about factoring general trinomial. Okay, but before we proceed, I just want you to please watch my video from the very start all throughout the end because I am giving examples from easier to difficult question. Okay, so how to factor out general trinomial. But before that, let us familiarize what we mean by general trinomial. When we say general trinomial, it says that the first term is quadratic. Again, general trinomial first term is quadratic and perfect square, and whose middle term is the sum of the factors of the third term. So let us try this. Example, x squared plus 5x plus 6. How to get its factors? Okay, first thing to do is we have to prepare two sets of parentheses for the two sets of factors. Okay, so first thing to do, we need to find out the factors of the third term. So the third term there is 6. So since the third term is 6, what are the possible factors of 6? So it could be 6 times 1. On the other hand, it could be also 2 times 3. Okay, so if they are the possible factors, then we will be start getting their product. So 6 times 1 will gives us 6, while 2 times 3 will also gives us 6. And remember, the 6 is our last term. So if 6 is our last term, which among the two sets are really the appropriate or the exact factors of the given x squared plus 5x plus 6? So therefore, we need to get the sum because it is being said that whose middle term is the sum of the factors of the third term. So therefore, what is the sum for the first set? So our first set is 6 times 1. Its sum is 7. You try see if our last term, if our middle term is its a 7, is our numerical coefficient of our middle term is 7? No, it's not. So let us try the 2 times 3. Its factors already is, its product is already 6. But what is its sum? So 2 plus 3 will gives us a 5. Again, 6 times 1 will gives us a 6, and then the 6 plus 1 will gives us a 7. The 2 times 3 will gives us a 6, and then its sum will be 2 plus 3 will give us a 5. And then you will try compare. 5 is 5, the numerical coefficient of our middle term in the given. So it's a yes. So therefore, if this is the case, among the two sets, are 6 times 1 or 2 times 3 are the correct factors. And then so far, this will only satisfy. It's not only that we are looking the product because we have to see to it if our middle term will be the sum of the factors. So therefore, what shall we do now? Since the numerical coefficient of the middle term is 5, therefore, the 2 times 3 are the correct factors. So how do we write them? So again, this is not, or the 6 times 1 are not the factors, only the 2 times 3. So therefore, if this is the case, we need to get the factors of the x squared plus 5x plus 6. So therefore, we need to get the square root of the first term in the given. So the square root of x squared is x. So we have to put it this way, x times x. And since only 2 times 3 will satisfy, so therefore they are both positive. So therefore, we have to write as a factors, we have to have the 3 and the 2 there, and then plus and a plus because they are both positive. So therefore, the factors of x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals x plus 2 times x plus 3. Even you will be foiling them. When you say foiling, you need to multiply both first, outer, inner, and last terms. You will surely get our given trinomial. Let's proceed to another example. Okay, let's proceed to example number 2. A squared plus 10a plus 21 is equal to what factors? So we have to prepare two sets of parentheses. Then let's get the possible factors of the third term, which is 21. So we have the 21 times 1, and the other set is 3 times 7. So after getting uh, their factors, we'll be getting their product. So it's 21 times 1 will gives us 21, while 3 times 7 will gives us also 21. So it's not only we are only to focus the product, but we also have to see to it that their sum, the factors of their sum will be also our middle term numerical coefficient. So getting their sum, the 21 times 1 is 21, but getting their sum 21 plus 1 will gives us 22. Then 3 times 7 gives us 21, and 3 plus 7 will gives us 10. And so far, if you are to compare it to the given, our middle term coefficient, numerical coefficient is 10. So therefore, which of the two sets of factors are the correct factors of the given? So the 21 times 1 is not, but only the 3 times 7, because 3 times 7 it's 21, and our middle last term is 21, and 3 plus 7 will gives us a 10. So our middle term numerical coefficient is 10. So therefore, since 10 is the numerical coefficient of the middle term, therefore, only 3 times 7 are the correct factors. So getting their factors, square root of the first term in the given is a. So a times a, while the correct factors are plus a positive 3 and positive 7. So that will be a plus 3 and a plus 7. So let's proceed to number 3. V squared minus 10v plus 24. Okay, factors of 24 are this. So then their product also 24. So 12 times 2, 24, 8 times 3, 24, 24 times 1, 24, 4 times 6, 24. Okay, let's proceed getting their sum. 12 plus 2 is 14, while 8 plus 3 is 11. 24 plus 1 is 25, while 4 plus 6 is 10. But they are all positive. Remember, getting their sum is to see to it if we can have a numerical coefficient similar to the numerical coefficient of our given. But there's no negative 10. They are all positive. So therefore, all these four sets of factors are incorrect. So let us try have another set of factors. We can have the negative. So we just have their negative equivalent. So negative 12 times negative 2, negative 8 times negative 3, negative 24 times negative 1, and negative 4 times negative 6, all of them gives us a product of 24. But let us try their getting their sum. The sum of negative 12 plus negative 2, remember, we are adding similar signs. So therefore, their sum will be negative also. So that will be negative 14. Negative 8 plus negative 3, it's negative 11. Negative 24 plus negative 1 is negative 25. Negative 4 and negative 6 is negative 10. And so far, here it is. Our middle term numerical coefficient is negative 10. And for this, we now conclude that the factors of uh, the 24 as the third term in the given are negative 4 and negative 6. That will also gives us a sum of negative 10. So therefore, our correct factors are, it's V minus 4 and V minus 6 because it's negative 4 and negative 6. Okay, so therefore, we try remember this. Factoring general trinomial with all positive terms. Again, factoring general trinomial with all positive terms, this one, they are all positive. The factors are both positive. While factoring general trinomial with positive third term, this one, positive third term, and negative second term, the factors are both negative. So I hope we are clear on that. Okay, so next example, 8 squared minus 3 8 minus 10. Okay, what are the factors of this? Okay, so the factors of the third term, which is negative 10, are positive 5 times negative 2 and negative 5 times positive 2. And then so far we'll be getting their product and their sum. So the product of 5 times negative 2 will gives us negative 10, while the negative 5 times the positive 2 will also gives us negative 10. So far, which among the two sets are the factors of the given? Remember that our middle term has a numerical coefficient of negative 3. So let us look for their sum. When 5 and negative 2 will be added, again, when 5 and negative 2 will be added, will be, the answer will be positive 3 because the 5 subtracted by a negative 2 will gives us a positive 3. And then a negative 5 plus positive 2 will gives us negative 3. And then so far, what is our numerical coefficient of our middle term? It's negative 3. So therefore, which set of factors? So it's negative 5 and positive 2. So therefore, we have to get their factors. The square root of 8 squared is 8. So 8 times 8. And then since the correct set of factors are negative 5 and 2, so therefore it's h minus 5 and h plus 2. Okay, so far, let's proceed to number 5. P squared minus 2p minus 24. Okay, so the possible factors of the third term, which is negative 4, are 6 times negative 4 and negative 6 times 4. Okay, maybe you will be thinking 24 could be 8 times 3, 24 could be 12 times 2, could be 24 times 1. But if ever you will be thinking all of these factors, maybe you should be thinking the most uh the most closest to the middle term, which is 2. So if you will be thinking of an 8 and 3, it will gives us possibly a 5 or 11 because 8 times 3 when we will be subtracted, because if 8 is negative and as 3 is positive, so you will give uh we will be obtaining a negative 5. And then if you will be adding, if they have the same signs, the 8 and 3, it will gives us 11. So far, the most close are this, the 6 and 4, but you have to see to it which of the two containing a negative. So therefore, it will gives us both a product of negative 24. And then getting their sum, the sum is 6 plus negative 4 will gives us a positive 2. And then negative 6 plus positive 4 will gives us negative 2. And so for our middle term, numerical coefficient is negative 2. So therefore, the correct set of factors are only negative 6 times positive 4. So therefore, the factors are p squared, the square root is p, and that's it. And then minus 6 and the plus 4. Okay, so therefore, we have then the factors of number 5. And then you have to remember this, that factoring a general trinomial with negative both second and third. As you have seen, we have a negative both second and third, they are both negative. And then please do observe their factors, the set of factors. So it is being said that um if the trinomial has a negative both second and third term, the bigger factor is always negative. So you try see the 5 and the 2, the bigger is 5, then it's the negative. While in the number 5, the 6 and 4, bigger there is 6, thus it is the negative. So it is said that uh, the bigger factor is always negative while the smaller factor is always positive. So I hope you have to note on that. Okay, let us have example number 6. 8 squared minus 13 8 minus 30. So what are the possible factors of our third term, which is negative 30? Is it negative 10 times 3? Is it negative 15 times 2? But I'm sure there are some factors of 30. It could be 6 times 5. It could be 30 times 1. But all you need to do is you try think of the best pair of factors that will possibly gives you a possible negative 13 as a sum. So I am choosing the 10 and 3 because possibly it could be once it could be added, the 10 and 3 possibly it will gives us a 13, and the 15 and 2 could be also, if added, it could be 17 or 13. Same thing with the 10 and 3, it could be 13 or it could be 7. So therefore, let us try getting their product and sum. The product of negative 10 times 3 is equal to negative 30, while the product of negative 15 and 2 will gives us negative 30. But as I have said, we are not only to focus on the last term, which is negative 30, because we need to consider their sum also. So which of the two? Is it the negative 10 and 3 or the negative 15 and 2? So therefore, we'll be now adding. Okay, so negative 10 plus 3. In other words, if we will be getting their sum, and negative 10 plus a 3, so it will gives us what? It will gives us a negative 7. While if negative 15 and 2 will be added, negative 15 plus 2, so it will gives us a negative 13. Okay, so if negative 13 will be the sum of negative 15 times 2 and a product of negative 30. So therefore, uh, as you have seen in our given, our middle term is negative 13. So therefore, the correct set of factors are negative 15 and 2. So what are now the factors? So therefore, the negative 10 and 3 are not the factors, but only negative 15 and 2, because it gives us a sum of negative 13. So therefore, our set of factors are 8 squared. The square root of 8 squared is 8. While the negative 30, in which the sum is negative 13, we have minus 15, h minus 15 in h plus 2. So as you have seen, as we have noted that if the middle term and the last term are both negative, the factors are made up of a negative and a positive. But see to it that the bigger factor should be always negative. Let's proceed to number 7. M squared minus 2m minus 48. So, is it negative 12 times 4? Okay, so the 12 and 4 could be possibly you could have a 2, no? Because 12 times 4, no, it's very far from 2, but let us try another set of factors. Is it negative 4 times 2? Or is it negative 8 times 6? So among the three sets of factors, what will be then the product and their sum? So we will be getting the product and their sum. The negative 12 times positive 4 will gives us negative 48, as well as the second set, the negative 4 times 2 and the negative 8 times 6. So both of them gives us negative 48 as a product. Let us now getting their sum. The negative 12 plus 4 will gives us negative 8, while negative 24 plus 2 will gives us negative 22. And then the last there, negative 8 plus 6 will gives us negative 2. And so far, our middle term numerical coefficient is negative 2. So therefore, the first set, which is negative 12 times 4, are not, as well as the negative 24 and 2 are not. So only the negative 8 and 6 are the factors of negative 48 that will also gives us a sum of negative 2. So therefore, our factors of m squared minus 2m minus 48 are m minus 8 and m plus 6. So therefore, guys, I hope you have learned something from my video, and then I hope you keep on watching, and please do be updated because I will be uploading more videos, especially the next topic about factoring. This has been Teacher Justina, and thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Goodbye, everyone.